Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy P Funk, thinking right out here in the lab. Well, I do what I do for you. And I got something nice for you today. Let's go. I got pictures and all. Let's rock. Right? Isms. 25-year rules to live by. Storytelling. Story with a message. I put the message in the story about life. I give life lessons. You tune in and receive them. We got a good thing going. I appreciate you. Let's go. Right thinking's mission, and that's what I'm on, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal should be to know thyself. See where we're going with this? You do your part, I do mine, and you will know thyself. I guarantee. So I ask the question, do you know you? It's rhetorical. And if you don't have an answer for yourself, tune in. I can help you with that. That's what I do for you. Right thinkers, a person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. You teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Excuse me. I appreciate you. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows. Excuse me. A person who knows not and believe that and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. Person who knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers know thyself. And to my yacht, be true. Yeah, I'm in the book again, back to the basics. But this is what I want you to see. We're going through the tree of life. Okay. You see at the top right there, that's where we start. The top where you see me, her, Nat. You see Nu pushing up the boat of Ra with his assets in it. Excuse me, his god and goddesses in it. You see over there the first guy, that's the Nabercha. He have all the aspects of God in his characteristic. He got them all. That's what we call being suited and booted, as my man would say. Then you see the Sphinx, the first monument man built to represent higher consciousness, from the beastly level to the conscious level of man being godlike in the flesh. You see that guy laying down with the snakes at his head right there, 5 snakes. That's Kepri becoming creation from the 5 snake heads called Ashura. I'm breaking all that down for you. This is a deeper insight into the tree of life so you can get some meaning as we go along. I got enough information for you to keep you busy for a while, but let's go with this one. We're going to do the deeper right thinkers. Let's talk about the deeper insight into the meaning of the tree of life. And it's also breaking down the different levels of the tree of life. We start at the top level, new. It's called the new, okay? And this was before time and space. So this was going on before anything else got created. This is the beginning. I knew the first time. Okay. Next page I'm gonna show you is the Trinity of Ra. You see Ra, Kepri, and Ra Tem, the 3 phases of sun, also the 3 phases of life. Youth, young age, prime, and old age. The 3 phases right here. That's Kepri right there with the head. Ra at noon. That's Ra Tem at sunset, going down. Old age. He's taking it down. This is the first, I guess, son from Ra. That's Shu. He represents air. Okay? He represents air. He's not air, but we gave him identity. Okay, we're gonna get everybody we talk about, there's a reason and purpose. See the feather he wears, look at his headgear. That's the same feather Mayat wear also. You see here? That's Tough Newt, his mate. She's the first female aspect, and she represents the female power, but she represents also water from above. She's moist air. Okay? When she come down, okay, another lesson. Let's go start with another one. There's Gab. You got a goose on top of his head. I'll break that down for you as we go. But you notice all the headdress, segment where the disc with the 2 arrays on both sides. This is Newt, Sky Guard. Usually you see her, she got a body stretched out over Newt, over Gab, starry decked heavens, okay? She represents the celestial, we call it heaven. Then you got my boy. This is the number 6, okay? The first spirit being, which is called Asar. Y'all know him as Osiris, okay? Next one, take you through the guys right quick. You see his head, he wear the crown, the Dushar crown, with the upper and lower plumes. That means he covered upper and lower Egypt. He running both sides. This is his Aset, his sister wife. She's the bad girl right here. You see her? She got the cow horns. She got the vulture cap, the crown, meaning mother, ultimate mother. You see the sun disk between the horns, and she represents what? The crown. The king. She represents the throne. She's the ultimate queen. Okay. Oh, this is my dude. Now, this guy right here, they made him this way for a reason. He represents your ego. That's set. But he is impotent. He can't produce. He don't have no offspring. Why? He's a one-of-a-kind, unique individual. You see his ears is squared for a reason. He don't match no animal because there's nothing like him. And here's his wife, Nethet. She's the twin sister to Aset. And you see, she got the headdress. She don't have the cow horns, but she got the inverted crown. She represents the lady of the house, okay? She represents nature or mortality, all right? The last one, and this is the ultimate for all of us. I tell you to be Haru. Haru is you, knowing you. Hello? That means you reach the highest level on earth. You have mastery over self. You see a falcon head. He got the ram horns going there. He got the 2 arrays. You see the sun disk at the bottom with the head, with the crown of his father, Asar. And at the top of that is the lotus flowers coming out with the sun disk on it, okay? Representing purity, okay? All that's have purpose and reason. Those are the gods and goddesses I'm going to teach you about, and they all have a specific aspect that they bring to your personality. Yeah, they represent you. Right quick, here's the obelisk. That represents Gab's penis, all right? Then you got here, my favorite. There we go, the pyramidion. That's the little pyramid that's on top, okay? That's called the bin. God sits on top of that when he became it. He said, let that be. And the first thing he had, something to stand on, was the pyramid, a.k.a. the bin stone. You're talking about the matrix. We're going to get into that. See the sign right here? I had to give you this. I don't know if you understand that. But that's the planets. You see the sun in the middle and all the little dots out there? Those are the planets, okay, that go around the sun. All of them already been known by our ancients. It was 7 of them. 7 chakras, 7 days a week. They named the 7 planets after each day, another lesson. But everything was done symbolically and esoterically, meaning if you was in, it wasn't a secret or it wasn't a mystery to you. If you didn't know, it was a mystery, hence Egyptian mystery system, okay? This is the original tree, the goddess of the tree of life. Now, y'all took the tree of life and just perverted it, okay? But we had our concept. I gave that lesson also. The tree of life where Newt nourishes you, and when it's all said and done, she brings you back home to her. If you pass the test of Asar, where you would be welcomed back home into her bosom. Here's one of the temple doors, and you see right here on top of the doorway, okay? On every temple doorway, you saw that, and there's the Uraeus, sun disk to Uraeus, and it says, man, know thyself, okay? See the pyramid? The Sphinx was built before the pyramid, okay? They say everybody fears time. They said time feared the pyramid. It's been around for 5,000 years now, so they claim, but it ain't still strong as ever. It ain't going nowhere. The corner is still tight. You can't get a hairline between the crevices, so it's there. It's going to be there. One of the 7 wonders and the only one that's still standing. Little history there, okay? The Great Sphinx of ancient Egypt. Now, I got to show you this one. This is my dude. This is my teacher, okay? He's a real meticulous, methodical. I'm going to try to adapt his method of teaching so I can slow down a little bit. I know I go a little too fast. I'm anxious to get the information out, but I'm going to try to slow it down in memory of my teacher who taught me, and I should understand. Be clear, be concise, and let them understand what you're saying. In the words of Nat King Cole, enunciate, enunciate, enunciate. Another lesson. All right, here you go. Let's start. Right thinkers. The Anuian Thurgy tree of life, there's a picture. It should be treated as a commission iconographs. This should be treated as all other Commission iconographs in temples, pictographs, that's the hieroglyphs, reliefs and the glyphs, and the images of the divinities. They break them down for you. It should be understood as a visual meditation. I gave you all those guys so when you can go in a meditation state, you can imagine them in your mind. You can picture them in your mind. You got a falcon head. You got cow horns on it. He got a crown on. So it's a lot of stuff going on, but it's all symbolic. And when you understand it, it makes a lot of sense. That's the difference. Okay, like the Masons. Everybody know the sign. They see the compass and square. They don't know what it means. Those who in know what it means. So it's a mystery and a secret to us. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. It's been going on for a long time. Occult knowledge, esoteric teachings, lessons. It's to give you mental understanding to make you a better person. The same tools that a Mason used to build the buildings, we use the same tools to build your individual personality. It's metaphorical and it really works. Trust me, that I do know. So let's get with the lesson. Now you got here. It should be understood as visual meditation. You should be able to see the deity. And if the deity don't look like you, lesson. But this something that the Buddhists and the Hindus have been very big on. Watch this. But the ancient Egyptians did it what? In grand and magnanimous style. Magnanimous, excuse me. They did it big. Bottom line. The Hindus developed images called yantras. Okay. And the Buddhists developed images that they call mandalas. That's those things you see they make and all the whole bunch of stuff going on. Yeah, that's for you to visualize and meditate, to take the mind somewhere other than where it's at. That's the difference. And you are supposed to sit in front of them and what? Concentrate on them and what? Meditate. We in the West don't take meditation serious. In the East, they take meditation serious. Why? Because every individual gets to commune with their God. They ain't running around trying to prove they know God. They ain't running around trying to prove how spiritual they are. That's why. It's personal with them. And the meditation makes that possible. Of course, with meditation on a deeper meaning, the ancient Egyptian temples and the icons and even the hieroglyphic texts themselves are meditative icons. That's why I gave it to you. Now, the temples are giant. Again, the temple itself is a giant visual aid to understanding the concentration and the meditation upon the teachings of what we call Shita Netta, or right thinking philosophy. An icon presents a graphic form that may be termed iconograph. That's where the word comes from. The tree of life form a spiritual iconograph and may be termed as, you ready? Iconomythograph. All right, since it conveys mythic, meaning information about spiritual system, God, the mythical stories about God to get you to understand, and we got stories for you. So it is now we got in the case of me, since it conveys mythic information about a spiritual system. We didn't use a belief system. That's I want you to make sure it's what's called a spiritual system for a reason. Now, in this case, the Anuian theurgy, in the graphic format, our image specifically includes cosmological information. Meaning we're going to teach about the cosmos, and that's called, you ready? Cosmic anomyth. In our context, it is a visually schematic size representation of the cosmos. I just showed you the matrix concept. That's what they're talking about. And the cosmos characteristic by what? Hierarchy and geometrical configurations. They're going to give you different characters of the divinity in what? In different levels of existence. I'm starting at the top. We're working our way down. Now we in the before time and space. That's the noon. Okay. In your Jungian psychology, Carl Jungian images might be thought of as symbols and representing the effort to what? Reunify you with your higher self. Everything we did was to raise your conscious level so we can live better, be better as a society, not just a few people. The Anuian theurgy, cosmic anomyth, is in a graphic form. Why? So you may be more fully to be make it fully described as a cosmic anomythograph, as it includes what? Macro, the big part, cosmic information about the outer creation, and then the microcosmic information, which is about you, the nature of the what? The inner human existence. You and out of there I had the same things going on. That's what we keep trying to tell you. So let's get down here to. So one of the purposes of this lecture series I'm about to break down is so that you can gain a deeper insight into the meaning of this tree of life. Oh, we just in the first chapter. We ain't even got started yet. Okay, so we about to get into it, starting from working our way from the top down. That's how we do it. Now, so the main purpose, so which opens up what? Other iconographs as well. I'm breaking the guys down as I go. Of course, so that you can what? Be able to delve into what? Their meaning. They have meaning that once you learn them, you can master them and implement them for yourself. That's how you call consuming the God, eating the God, becoming the God, eat, drink, and sleep the gods. Meaning a deeply and make use of it on a what? You ready? Personal level. It's personal to promote your own individual mystical evolution, meaning you're going to expand your consciousness. You're going to learn. And this image of the Kemetic tree of life is like a concentrated, you ready? Chemical formula. If you ever took chemistry, and I did, you got to put certain things together. They knew the pyramid. They put two different chemicals together and created something, another lesson. But yeah, if you understand the meanings of its elements, again, elements break down to aspects of your personality: air, sun, earth, heaven. Those are all elements. Spirit, that's us. Now, then you can open up its what? Mysticism for yourself. And thereby you can transcend into your meditative state and raise your conscious level and commune with God for yourself. You don't need no preacher. You don't need no church. Sorry, but that you can fellowship with people in church. I got no problem with that. But you don't need that to get to God. I told my pastor when I came here, I'm not coming here looking for God. I already know God. I come to fellowship with like-minded people. I found the right place. I'm good and comfortable in that environment. Respectfully. Now, this is the whole idea behind the yantras and the mandalas in Hindu, okay? The concepts of the Hindu and the Buddhism, respectively. If you go to a temple, it is one big mandala, one big architecture meditative image. You're supposed to meditate on what's there. That's the next level up. Let us proceed. All right, let's get down to business now. All right, here we go. Oh, this is definitely going to be a two-parter because I got information. I see the clock. But I'm hoping I'm setting you up so we can take this walk down the tree of life, climb down to earth, and it's going to be a fun ride. Trust me. Enjoy it. Let us proceed here with a brief general introduction into the Anunnaki theology, cosmic anomythograph. And then we will proceed into the Pacific aspects, there you go, of the principles. There are principles. They're not people. We give them identity, but they're really principles and aspects. Once you understand that, oh, they're not, no, they're principles. You will understand the aspect of the principle of the tree of life of the Anunnaki theology. We will go into a deeper aspect or personality of the tree so that what you may understand the deeper mysteries of it. There's some stuff here you need to understand. And because, as you can see, the tree is actually a pathway, a vertical ladder from what? Earth to the heavens. But we're doing it back. We're going from heaven down to earth. We're coming down. We're fallen angels. We come from spiritual, subtle concepts to a physical, gross aspect of human form. And while we're here, there's lessons we need to learn to get back home. Hello. Everybody got a concept. I done heard a bunch of them. Yeah, I got mine. Why? Everybody's got theirs. Why not throw mine in the damn ring? I'm tired of hearing a bunch of stuff that don't make sense to me. At least mine, I can break it down where it makes sense. I can articulate it where you can understand it. You don't got to agree with it, like or subscribe to it. But you can't say it don't make sense. When you tell me something that makes sense, I can't argue. But if you tell me something that I know better, oh, I'm going to push back. I'm going to argue. Why? But man, I'm not going to let you tell me something that I know is right and you're wrong. I got to correct you. And now we're going to have what? Argument? No, it's going to be facts. I'm going to state my point and leave it there. I ain't going back and forth with the jibber jabber. Moving on. That's the difference. We count this vertical ladder. Jacob called the ladder, he claimed, but it's really the spinal cord of the backbone for the nervous system. It takes it to the brain, 33 vertebrae, okay? 33 degrees, whatever you want to call it. But the 33rd degree is honorary. What that mean? Nothing. Again, it's just compensating for the story that they tell. We got 32 degrees. They tell you that's the freezer point. We know that. So what's the 33rd? Well, it's throw it in there. What the hell? No! They wasn't articulating the 33rd degree the right way because they didn't have all the information. Let's go. I'll leave it there. Moving on. You climb a vertical ladder in heaven, from earth to heaven. If you were to understand its secrets of the tree, you would be what? Spiritual, metaphysical aspects. Oh, no, excuse me. You would be able to elevate, yourself through what? Doing and transcending what? The principles of the psycho-spiritual metaphysical aspects that are given in the tree. That's the secrets. That's the hidden knowledge that you can get once you study it and learn it. You'll see the tree a little different now. Me being a Mason, when I see the Masonic sign, the compass in the square of the G in it, I know what it is. Most people, oh, that's Mason sign. Okay, that's fine, but that's all they know about it. But they tell you what they heard about it. I heard all Masons do is get drunk, sleep around on their wives. Pretty much. Why? Because if that's what they're seeing, that must be what you're doing, Masons. Another issue, I ain't going there right now. I leave y'all alone. Get back to the lesson. I'm trying to teach a concept. I just use again as examples. Moving on. Now, you would rise if you knew the secrets. Where you at? The psycho, spiritual, medical, physical of the tree. You would rise to the top of the tree, and of course, the top of the tree is the source of creation. That's the idea. That's the idea to become one. And now we're going to what they call, I'm going to give you a general description of the Anuian theurgy, cosmic anomystic graph. I mean, I'm going to break the top shelf down for you. We call it the new. Okay? And these are the characters of the new. See them right there? Start with the Nabertia, going over to Mehert, going down the net, over to Noon, which is holding up the boat of Ra of a million years. And you see the Sphinx over there, and you see Kepri on the back, laying down, creating, thinking. Everything started with a thought. But if you give a thought about something you don't know, you waste your time. Okay? A thought is something that's going to be productive, something that's going to produce something, not just a bunch of nothing. Dreams do that. You can have a thought that you don't act on. You have a dream that you had everything. You wake up, the thought and the dream is the same thing, ain't it? Nothing. Moving on. That's the concept. You get nothing, you put out nothing. Moving on. The central image of the tree of life, cosmic mythograph, is what they call the techno, or you know it as the obelisk. We know it as Gabe's penis. This is the reference to the tantric philosophy. Now, tantra yoga is two people trying to become one, and they're celebrating or separate. They had two different people becoming one. That's they call intercourse. That's the physical part about this. I don't practice that side, the concept wise, because it's male and female aspect and all this is about different positions of sexual postures, so I ain't big on that. Moving on. My younger days, maybe, not so much now. But the tantric philosophy contained in the Anuian theurgy, the sex life force in a vertical movement, meaning going up, a movement to spiritual stability. The higher up you go, the more subtle you go. We're down here at the bottom. The earth, the physical form, is hell. It's the lowest, grossest form of spirituality. Learn how to live in it, and that's what the whole key of Tree of Life, to show you how to do just that and rise above the nonsense. And watch this, and becoming subtle, of discovering what? Your higher essence of oneself, moving from the gross, that which is more subtle, into a refined, as symbolized by what? The tapering format, larger at the bottom, okay? And then it gets small at the top. Why? Because the higher up you go, people gonna start falling off. Everybody gonna make that trip. That's why. Okay? So you got the spiritual journey, similar tape at the bottom, the top, the obelisk. And therefore, the tree of the Anuian theurgy is really a journey of self-discovery. The secret to life is to know thyself. Once you figure that out, you're good to go. Or as Christ said, find the kingdom of heaven is within. Start with that. Everything else will be given to you. Simple. They say the same thing. I ain't different. I get it. I understand. But you're on the psycho spiritual journey of self-discovery. What? Whereby you, the aspirant, learns learns to discover and embody what the principles represented by each of the deities in the iconic graph. That's what I'm gonna break down for you. It is a movement of increasing focus as one moves toward the top, the bottom being more spread out, again, more people, more diffused, and the top fused as it reaches a single point. That means every individual got to get there for themselves. All right, at the top of the obelisk. It is a philosophical, meditative discipline right there. I love that. What we're teaching, what I'm learning, is a philosophical, it's a philosophy. We're going to tell you about it. Meditative statement. You got to put the meditative time in to meditate on the philosophy, on the lessons, and then you can implement them and become spiritually disciplined. And that is also what? To be applied in practice in the world of human activity, your daily life. Again, how you practice Mayat? Daily. How you practice right thinking philosophy? Daily. Whatever it is, it's daily. Why? You live it. And let us proceed with the description right quick. I'm gonna cut this lesson short. I got a whole bunch more information. That'll be another one. So let's just right quick. Let's proceed with the description of the image that's contained in the Arnoian theurgy tree of life cosmic mythograph. The Arnoian theurgy cosmic mythograph top section. I just showed you that. Now I'm in the lesson here. Why? Because I got enough of your attention. I'm getting you ready. Hope you're getting prepared for more information. That's what I'm gonna bring you. But right now, right thinkers, in closing, may you all live to be 100 and me 100 minus a day. So I never know that right thinker like you pass away. I'll be back with more information for you. It's gonna be good.